Welcome to the Explainer. So, you've probably wondered what comes after 5G, right? Well, it's a lot more than just faster downloads. Today, we're going to break down the blueprint for 6G, a future where our physical and digital worlds literally become one. We're going to see what that world actually feels like, how it's being built, and why it's about so much more than just tech. All right, to really get this, let's just jump forward in time. Let's go to the year 2035 and see what this technology actually makes possible. Forget all the technical jargon for a second. Let's talk about what a day in this future could really be like. So, welcome to what they're calling the Cybernetic Avatar Society. Just picture this. You're sitting in your home office in Kyoto, but you're seeing, hearing, and maybe even feeling through an avatar robot that's on a factory floor in Thailand. You're troubleshooting a complex problem in real time. Suddenly, distance just isn't a barrier anymore. Not for critical work, not even for caring for your family from afar. And get this, the ambition doesn't even stop at Earth. We're talking about building a whole city on the moon, operated by a mix of astronauts who are actually there and engineers back on Earth, all connected seamlessly by the 6G network. And to be clear, this isn't some sci-fi movie plot. This is from the actual official roadmap for our connected future. That's a massive leap, right? You have to wonder, what's the bridge that gets us from here to there? Well, the answer isn't just a simple speed upgrade. No, it's going to take a fundamental, ground-up shift in how our digital and physical worlds talk to each other. So, how do we build that bridge? Well, it all starts with one core concept. Think of it like building a digital nervous system for our entire society. It's the foundation that makes everything else we've talked about even possible. And here it is. This is the big idea powering everything beyond 5G, the Cyber Physical System, or CPS. Yeah, I know, it's a bit of a mouthful. But the concept behind it is actually super elegant. It's all about creating a perfect, continuous feedback loop between reality and its digital double. This visual just nails that seamless connection. See, on the left, you've got the physical space. That's our world, and it's constantly being sensed. All that data flows into the cyberspace, the cloud you see there, where it gets processed. Then, the insights from that processing drive actions right back into the real world. It's this constant, intelligent loop that never stops. So this fusion of worlds, this loop, that's the engine that powers the future we just imagined. That remote factory repair, the lunar construction site, both of them completely depend on this incredibly fast, incredibly intelligent loop between the physical and the digital. Okay, but how does this whole thing actually work under the hood? You know, a loop is one thing, but what are the components? What are the moving parts that make it tick? Let's pull back the curtain and take a look at the architectural blueprint for this new reality. Whoa, okay. I know this diagram looks pretty intense, but stick with me, we can break it down. Just think of it in layers. At the bottom, you have the physical world on one side and the digital or cyber world on the other. Information is constantly flowing between them. And right at the top, those are the services all this makes possible. Things like smart cities, smart factories, you name it. Let's simplify it even more. The whole architecture really has three main parts. You've got the physical space, which is, everything real and tangible. Then there's the cyberspace, where all the heavy thinking and simulating happens. And then, connecting and managing it all is the real magic ingredient, a component called the orchestrator. Now, the physical space is so much more than just cell towers. We're talking a multi-layered network that combines the 6G network on the ground, high-altitude platforms called HAPS floating in the stratosphere, and satellites in orbit. This is how you get that seamless, everywhere connectivity, whether you're in a crowded city, the middle of the ocean, or, even on the moon. All right, now for the cyberspace. This is where AI gets to work creating what are called digital twins. Just imagine a perfect, real-time, virtual copy of a physical system. It could be a jet engine, a patient's heart, or an entire city. These twins let us run simulations to predict what will happen, like how will a new building affect traffic flow before we ever lay a single brick in the real world. And this quote just brilliantly explains the orchestrator's job. If the physical and cyberspaces are all the different instruments in an orchestra, the orchestrator is the conductor. It's the intelligence that brings all these different systems together, making sure they perform the right function at exactly the right time to deliver a perfect result. So we have this incredible vision of the future, and we've got the mind-bending technology to build it. But what's the ultimate goal here? Why does any of this really matter? What problem is all of this trying to solve?
Because let's be real, the purpose of all this isn't just to make our phones a little bit faster. The entire point of Beyond 5G and 6G is to build a completely new kind of social infrastructure, one that's capable of tackling some of our biggest, most complex challenges as a society.
The white paper this is all based on really highlights three huge goals. First, inclusivity, using those avatar robots to tear down barriers of distance or physical ability. Second is sustainability, using digital twins to optimize pretty much everything, from city traffic to our energy grids. And finally, it all has to be highly reliable, making sure this entire system is safe, secure, and something we can all trust. At the end of the day, this isn't about technology for its own sake. It's a tool, a really, really powerful tool, designed to build a better society. The tech is just the means, but a more resilient, more equitable, and more empowered world, that's the real goal. Which leaves us with one final, big question. Is this a technological revolution, or is it a social one? Well, after looking at the vision and the architecture, it's pretty clear that it has to be both. The technology is the foundation for a truly profound transformation in the way we live, the way we work, and the way we connect with each other.